Good morning, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for our energy reading for this upcoming week. It's Valentine's Day this week. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Lots of fun things going on. You guys know I love Valentine's Day. Well, if you didn't know, now that you know that I know. Can't even talk. It's hearts everywhere, hearts galore. And speaking of hearts, check out this adorable little gift that I got in the mail. I think this is one of my favorite things about, this is kind of sad to say, but it's not sad. We go through suffering, like we have these experiences and we think that it's like the worst thing on the planet, like my loss, like losing a daughter, can be seen as such a terrible thing. And I've had a really rough 3 days, sitting with the pain of it, sitting with the pain of all of my bad choices I've made in my life. So much shame is coming up. And yesterday I opened up my mailbox and these were inside. How cute. And that's the beauty of experiencing something painful and having people love you along the way, and their hearts open up and they want to give, and they see something that thinks of you because they know that you've been through something hard. And to me, like, that's my greatest accomplishment in this life, is being open to all the kindness and the love. And I need to open up more to it to allow it in, because I'm dealing with my fear of intimacy. And that's, I think, why I'm still single. I know it's why I'm still single. But my friend, a girl I played field hockey with in college, like, we weren't even that close, but she's just such an angel. She's so sweet. And she even messaged me and was like, hey, can I have your address? I know this is random, but I just want to send you something. And the timing of it was perfect. She sent me both of those. They arrived yesterday, and I was in the middle of like an ego death, going through so much shame, so much like self-hate, also feeling sorry for myself. Like, I was looking at all the pain in my life and then looking at all the bad decisions I made because of the pain. It was a pattern in me. Attracting unavailable men and taking action on them, and always yearning for that attention from men in a certain way, from the sexual abuse that I went through as a little girl. So I could see how it's all playing out in my character that I created from that trauma. And now I have to like unzip it and take the costume off, and look back and just be like, oh, I hate that I did those things. Like, I don't want to be her, but I'm not her. And literally taking off that costume, and also looking at my loss, the costume of my loss and the costume of my abuse, and feeling sorry for that part of me. Like, my soul chose that experience for a reason. And just like forgiving myself over and over and over again, that I didn't know any better. I didn't have the tools. Like, I was this broken little girl making decisions in her life. I wasn't always perfect. I wasn't always like an honorable person. And, you know, I didn't always know like how to pay my bills, and like, I did it, but I just was always very reckless. I just didn't know how to do life. I didn't know how to live. And I'm finally like in a space in my life where I'm looking back and seeing all the things that I just was so embarrassed about. And I'm like, oh, but that's the energy for this week, is there's a week of everything coming up to the surface for you to look at and for you to forgive it. And these two arriving right in the middle of that ego death, the ego gets really loud and it shows you all the parts of yourself that it wants you to feel bad about. And you have to look at it and say, no, ego, I'm not going to hate myself. I'm a beautiful soul. I chose to come here. I chose to have these experiences. Let me just honor the fact that I had them and move on. And complete forgiveness is the theme of this week. I even posted on my Instagram yesterday, forgive them. It's one of my cards in my Micah magic deck, and it just kept coming up for me. It's like, we all have to forgive ourselves. We have to forgive other people for hurting us, because they were in a costume too. They didn't know any better. So these two hearts represent forgiveness, and they're always going to be behind me. And all of these things have been gifts, which I love. This was a gift from a beautiful girl named Janet. She actually made it for me. It's a hula hoop made into a heart dream catcher. This was gifted by my friend Renee. She came along my path and she introduced me to my mentor, which was a huge like turning point in my life. This was gifted to me by my friend Hollis. She actually made it for me. It says Sacred Space. She's the woman who had me on her online TV show, and she's just so wonderful. High five to all of you ladies out there. This was gifted to me. It says, "Be the girl that decided to go for it," by my cousin Erin. This is after I took my first leap of faith, leaving my teaching job in 2018. Oh my gosh. Oh, this heart corkboard is from two girls. I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on their names. I can see their faces. Oh, it'll come to me. But they were so sweet. I think it was Cat. I think it was Cat and what? Oh, Cherry. Cat and Cherry. Yes. And then obviously all the little things on my corkboard are ornaments and gifts too of Micah. But anyway, forgiveness. And these two arrived right when I was going through that. So that was Micah and my guides and my angels saying, "Michelle, stop beating yourself up. You are loved. You're receiving love from other people, from random people. Like, you're doing good. Like, keep going. Don't let this voice stop you from doing your mission." So that message is for all of you out there too. Okay, we're going to do Journey to the Heart. I'm going to open Sacred Space, but I also just got a message to do my Micah magic first. So we're going to do that. All right, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please open sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Please bless my cards. Please bless me. Allow me to not have to be perfect. Allow me to make mistakes. Allow me to fail and know that it is okay. These are my new mantras for myself. I'm pretending like I'm live on camera right now. There's tons of people watching, and I don't care if I mess up or if I stumble across my words. And normally all of my readings, I don't edit these. I just film, the Zoom stops the recording, and I literally cut out the beginning of me just hitting the button, and then I post it. So I don't know why I just can't be live. I have to get over this fear. And if you're wondering why I'm talking about this, it's because I posted a video yesterday about me struggling with my fear of speaking to people live, like people in person or people live on Zoom. I had to introduce myself on a Zoom last Thursday, and I literally couldn't do it. I did it, and I volunteered to go first because I was trying to just push through, but that made it worse. My whole body just went into complete overdrive, and I couldn't like sit still for an hour on the Zoom. I couldn't relax. I couldn't be myself. I felt so much pressure, and it's all my own inner child being scared to speak up, because when I was a kid, like if I did something wrong or if I said something wrong or if I failed a test, I would get in a lot of trouble. So it's that same fear of now I have to like answer something. And even if it's just talking about myself, I fear getting it wrong, or I fear people misunderstanding me, or maybe not seeing me, or maybe them not seeing me perfect. And what if I do mess up, then that results in getting hurt. So I'm totally working on it. So if I mess up, I'm not editing. I never usually do. Excuse me, my throat chakra is going nuts. Okay. Spirit, Archangel Michael, what message do you need us to hear today? Oh, this feels so good. It sounds so good too. Okay. June 3rd, transcend your judgments. Oh, you're funny, Archangel Michael. Not judging people is really a practical issue, a friend explained. Everybody does something they could be judged for. If we start judging, we'll spend all of our time doing that. My friend was right. But not judging is more than a practical matter. It is a spiritual issue as well. I used to spend a lot of time judging other people. I used to think the world was divided into right and wrong. I thought judging others would help me stay clear on the difference. I thought judging was my job. Now I've learned something new about judgments and about myself. Judging others is what I do when I feel afraid, insecure, and limited. Judging others is something I do when I'm afraid to love, when I can't accept love because I can't accept myself. And most important, I've learned that judging others is not my job. When I judge others, I judge myself. Yes, there are issues we need to work on. Many of us have quirks we may live with most of our lives. But judging doesn't help. Judgment limits us. Judgments condemn. They say, my past is not as it should be. I'm wrong. My life is wrong. Judgments put us in prison no matter where we are. Holy cow. Oh, there's more. Judgments come from the head. Freedom and love come from the heart. Transcending judgments will set you free. I love that. Learn to look at yourself in love, who you are, where you've been. Learn to look at others with love too. When we accept others with freedom and love, we accept ourselves. And the quote says, judgments put up barriers. Transcend your judgments and you'll be free. And I like how I kept messing up saying that the whole time. And I kept going, it's okay, Michelle, you're allowed to make a mistake. How perfect was that message? That is exactly what I opened up this reading with, is me going through the frequency of judging myself so harshly, but also feeling bad for myself, seeing why I made the decisions I made and why I did the things I did. And literally the part that says, my past is not as it should be. I'm wrong. My life is wrong. So whatever you've done in your past, however your life has unfolded, I have some clients who are married 3 times and they can't stand the thought of it. I had a friend who said something to her father, very, very nasty thing, and then he died that day and she can't take it back. I've had people who screwed up at work and got fired and they want their job back so bad. There's so many people who have done things that they regret, but essentially it's part of their path. Like they were guided to say those things and to do those things. And I don't know why. I don't know why I have a habit of attracting unavailable men. I mean, I know why, but it's still like a deep rooted thing that my soul came here to do. And I think it's for me to bring awareness to other women when they come to me in a session. I can see it in them. I can see that they're doing the same pattern as me. And it feels so good to bring it to their awareness and say, hey, where in your childhood were you abandoned, or were you trying to win somebody over, or did somebody maybe you're fearing commitment, so you're attracting unavailable people. And when I say unavailable men, I mean like impossible relationships, people that live far away, people that are already in a partnership, people that are just closed off to love. Like they're literally just unavailable, but yet we're drawn to them because we know that they will not choose us. And it results in torture. It results in us, our ego, trying to fix what happened in our childhood. Like my ego is trying to fix all the times that I was abandoned by men or abused by men. And it's trying to fix it. It's trying to go back in and try to win this one. I'm going to get this one this time. And every single time I choose people who will never choose me. And it's a safety mechanism. I'm keeping myself safe because if they really chose me, then what if they would leave me? And I don't want to feel that pain. So it keeps me safe. And it also is like, again, my ego, it wants to win. So if they choose me, oh, then I win, but then do I really want them? So there's so many layers to attracting people that are either physically unavailable, meaning they're with somebody else, or physically unavailable would be living somewhere far away and it makes the relationship really hard, or they're just not in the right headspace for a partnership. So I attract all of these clients because they're just like me. And I can help them see this aspect of themselves to help them open up to love, which is what I'm currently going through. I have a fear of intimacy because if people see all of me, then they'll leave me. That's my fear. And that's why I also am so guarded still, even with my emotions and with my grief. Like I don't share it all in a live group setting because I'm fearing that people will see me as crazy, or they'll see me as, you're too much. I can't handle you. You got too much shit in your baggage. So then I don't open up and I don't allow myself to date people. I don't allow myself to experience love because I'm preventing what I know is going to happen. What my ego is telling me is going to happen, that they're all going to leave me. So we have to transcend these judgments of judging ourselves and judging our past decisions. So for somebody, I know a guy friend who he punishes himself all the time for his decisions that he's made in his life. Like he won't allow himself to experience beautiful things or nice things or to do nice things, or he won't leave a certain situation because he says he deserves to suffer because of his past decisions. And that's a reflection. He's actually a reflection of me. Like I attracted him into my life so that I could see that I was doing that to me. I was not allowing myself joy. I was keeping everybody at bay, but yet claiming to being oh so receiving of love all the time, but I wasn't. So really think about these things. Are you judging yourself? Are you attracting people who are showing you more of who you are and you're judging them, but it's actually you? Because that's what I've been doing. And it's what we're all doing all the time. The universe is always showing us who we are through other people and through experiences. So this week, we are going to forgive ourselves. We're not going to judge others. We're going to look at who's showing up in our reality and seeing how we can find more compassion for them, which is essentially finding more compassion for us. And we're going to start, like I said, with my Micah Magic deck. And if people do come along your path and they show you who you are, be so grateful for them. I know it might be triggering at first, but just I know the feeling, like you just want to crawl in a hole and you don't want people to see right through you. But those people are the best gifts on the planet, because once you see through you, once they see through you, they show you, and then you can change and then you can grow. Okay, I just heard 10. So we're going to pick 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 will be the first one. Okay. Thank you, Micah. I still can't believe I got that gift right as I was going through this crazy, shameful weekend. Okay, first one. Dream job is on the way. For those of you that have been stuck in an environment that you're unhappy with, hold the line. It's coming. Your dream job is on the way, and it might be coming through you. You might be getting inspired, or you might be getting ideas to create something. So follow that. A spiritual guide is on the way. That could be somebody like me. It could be another YouTuber, other videos. It could be a Reiki master where you start going to get Reiki done, body work on your body. Waiting for the perfect wave. These are all signs of something is coming. The first 3, everything's on the wave or on the way. Waiting for the wave, spiritual guide, dream job. And now we have, it will come at the end of the month. It's so cool how these cards tell a story. Okay, so what is it? It's the 12th today? Yes. So we have, maybe 2 more weeks and something's coming for you. So until then, we're going to cleanse our energy. You're going to cleanse, which means you're going to purge. You're going to cry it out. You're going to allow the shame to be there. You're going to allow the judgment to be there so you can see it and then release it and get out in nature and cleanse your energy. Change is here. So once you do this huge ego death, this purge, this cleansing, that's when all of these things show up. So normally right before, like I had a big manifestation come in on January 13th. It was a large sum of money that I really needed to do my mission, and I really needed to just give me more stability. And right before that came in, I had this same shame bubble, this same frequency. I had it for 3 weeks. I felt so bad about myself. It was just another little ego death that I was going through. So even this weekend, as I was feeling all of this, I was getting excited because I was like, oh, I'm purging something because there's about to be a breakthrough. Oh man, I can't make this up. Financial freedom. The universe adores you. You are so loved and you're so worthy of receiving that love. Sit tight. Things are being moved for you. You don't have to do anything. Just open your arms. And I can't even tell you. And the last one, I'll just give you guys that real fast. You are the king or queen. Never settle. So what some of my clients are experiencing and what I'm experiencing is the fear of intimacy, which means it could open up to the fear of abundance, the fear of joy, the fear of having your dream job show up, and then you have to actually do it and take action and be willing to be brave to step through the fear. or I don't know, whatever it is, there's this energy that we think we have to like become this bigger person to have that thing. And becoming that bigger person, that creates a story that you're not going to be good enough and you can't be him or her. But in reality, it's just an unfolding. It's just taking off the mask and being like, oh, I've been that person all along. And it was the story that was built up was created by my ego. And that's what's falling away right now, is this idea that you're not worthy and you did all these bad things in your past and you're not a good person, or you have so much pain and you have too much baggage and nobody's going to love you and you're not perfect. And if you make a mistake, then everybody's going to see that you're a fraud. All of those, that's all some big hot air balloon carrying all of that weight. And you're just dropping everything out of that basket and you're becoming lighter and you're becoming lighter. And as soon as you empty that basket out, that's when you take flight. And it's like, oh my gosh, I get to see the world now. I get to go explore. I get to be in love. I get to have fun. And that was a really beautiful analogy that they just gave me of that hot air balloon. The basket is filled with all of your ego's judgments. And we have to get rid of those judgments and then we can take flight. And that's cleansing your energy. You're cleansing that basket out. Change is here. So yeah, it's saying sit tight. The spiritual guide is on the way. The dream job is on the way. It's because you're sitting in that basket, just kind of waiting around. But while you're in the basket, you're cleaning. You're doing the final purge. I just heard the final countdown. I forget what TV show or what is that Super Bowl? Is that for football? I forget what like the pregame. I think it's football. Yeah, where they say the final countdown. That's funny because today's Super Bowl Sunday. Right, let's get a tarot card. See what matches this energy. Yikes. This deck is always so hard to shuffle. Thank you. The girl meditating. We have the Four of Swords, four there. Insights that come from meditation, the need to rest or take a vacation, allow yourself more time before making a decision, mental exhaustion, get more sleep. So that connects with what I was talking about with where I've been and what this week holds for us. Cleanse your energy and rest. And look, if you can see, I've never noticed this photo, but there's armor. She has taken off her armor. She's allowing herself to rest and to be free from the weight of her past. Thank you, Spirit. That was a really good one. I've never noticed that armor. And I said in my last video, so if you guys want a more detailed look about what I experienced with my fear of speaking on live in front of people, I'm fine one-on-one, but when you put me in a group of people that don't know me, I completely freeze up. So the last video that I posted, you can go back and watch that. I'll link it below, but it was basically like I imagined a nail and somebody hammering the nail and it just cracking the shell around me. And it reminds me of this. It's releasing the armor, the suit, the costume that we've been wearing. Everything is becoming more clear. Now we're going to do the Gateway Oracle. Launching your journey. I'm an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. It reminds me of the hot air balloon. Doesn't that look like a scene where a hot air balloon would take off from? So it's like, look at all these different locations. You're going to be traveling. And maybe that's an inner journey going within, or maybe it's literally you're packing your bags, you're going to be going somewhere. I know my desires. Lately, I've been driving in my Jeep and I'm considering gifting my Jeep to one of my nieces. And that thought just brings me so much joy to be like I get to hand it to her when she turns 17. Like, how cool would that be? So I just have to figure out my finances. I'm willing to pay whatever to do that for her. And then hopefully my Jeep will get passed down through the family. But I've been thinking about like me in like a new vehicle, or maybe on a plane, or just traveling and seeing more of the world, and like doing my readings wherever I go, whether it's Airbnbs or maybe getting a van, and traveling and just having a partner and just laughing and posting, like kind of just vlogging. Like I've always wanted to just vlog like my life. I find so much joy. Most of my shorts on YouTube, I mean, you would think like being a spiritual teacher and being a manifesting coach, like you would think a lot of my content would be business related and I would only put out stuff that's like businessy. But I don't want to do that. I want to post my workouts. I want to post what I'm eating. I just love sharing life. I love watching vlogs of other people and how they live. And you get like a glimpse into their reality and you're like, oh, I really admire this person. How are they living their life? What are they doing to bring themselves joy? Maybe that will bring me joy. So I've always had this innate desire to just vlog. And I feel like the second half of my life, I just want to relax a little bit and do less work and just live and just share my living, share what I'm doing. So I think that's a cool message for me personally. Okay, ever unfolding heart, more Micah messages. Butterfly, you are going through a transformation. Rest, self-care, and patience are needed. This is a time of non-action. Another rest card. So remember, 2 weeks. I heard 2 weeks. Give yourself 2 weeks to just do less. And this is winter. Winter is a time of rest, cocooning, healing, recuperating, releasing that ego. We're going to do some more tarot. 7 of Wands. Yep, you're in your bubble. You're not letting anyone poke your bubble. See all these wands trying to penetrate her little meditation bubble? So we have 2 meditation cards. So you're being called, I just heard, you're being called to feel what it feels like to not have the armor on. What does it feel like to be raw? What does it feel like to just sit with yourself, to look at every aspect of your life and just be like, I can't change the past, but I can change how I feel about it. I can offer self-forgiveness. This morning before I went on my drive, I was getting changed in the mirror and I just paused and I just put my hand on my body in so many different places. And I was like, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. I like literally did my face, my head, my shoulders, my chest, my belly, my legs. I just was like hugging myself so tight, saying like, Michelle, I freaking forgive you. Like, it's okay. You're allowed to not be perfect. You're allowed to screw up. Because I literally don't let people close to me because I feel so terrified that I will experience more pain of losing people. So I don't let people get close. I keep them right where I want them. And that is not good because I'm literally torturing myself by not allowing myself to have that experience. And the Judgment card just came out. So your soul is saying, let me take over. Surrender. This is a huge surrender. Surrender to the love I just heard. Don't resist it. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to feel tight in your body. I even remember my friend Kristen, she was giving me a facial. And I think I even told her during the facial, but she goes to your arms and she'll do a quick little massage in your arms, and feeling a woman like just kind of nurturing me and giving me love was so uncomfortable because growing up, I didn't get that. I didn't have a motherly figure. I had a mom, but she was more like a tough mom. And she would hug and stuff, but there was also other things paired with that. So I couldn't trust it. Like, I'm like, wait, does she love me today or no? And so as I was sitting there getting this facial, I couldn't relax. I couldn't allow my friend just to like give me love. And I'm like, this is so uncomfortable. And I think I even said it to her. And that's something I have to work on, is I have to allow myself to receive love from all different kinds of people. It wasn't just my friend, it was just the idea of somebody giving me love. Message from the universe. The universe has my back. And the cute little owl with the moon. I love that. So the universe is going to protect you regardless. You do not have to worry. Get some animal cards. Thank you. We have the kangaroo. We don't get this very often. I like this one. You are being tested. Have faith and stand in your truth. Courage. Love that. So, yep, we are being tested. I told you. Wolf, heart medicine. Let go of that which does not serve your highest good. The wolf card is my spirit animal card for this month. So that's so unique. And it's all about letting go. So it's kind of unique that this deck interprets it the same way that the Kim Kranz deck interprets it. So have courage. This could be have courage of letting go of the conditioning, the old conditioning saying that you're not worthy of love, or you're not worthy of the money or the dream job. We have to let all of that go and let go of the past and say, I'm freaking worthy of this. I deserve this. I'm allowed to have joy. I'm a soul here to experience love, joy, happiness, pain, suffering, all of it. And if you've been through pain and suffering, it's your turn now. You know, everybody gets a chance. Everybody gets to experience it. So give yourself grace, surrender. Don't listen to the ego. Sit in meditation. You are the king or queen, and it will come at the end of the month. Final card from the Rider-Waite Tarot or Tarot, however you'd like to say it. All right. I like it. Ace of Wands. Passion. You're going to be getting an offer of passion. The universe is, God is literally, that's God's hand. The universe's hand is gifting you this wand, and it's full of growth. So it can also be a sexual innuendo too, like handing you a wand. There might be this like person that's coming in that's super attracted to you, and they really, really want you. And they're saying, hey, I want to offer you my love. Let's go do this. Let's start our journey together. Let's travel. Let's build financial freedom together. Let's do it. And they're waiting for the perfect wave. I just heard that my guide just brought me back to that card. And this person will be like a spiritual guide to you. They're going to be this like little beacon, this lighthouse that you've always needed. They're kind of like, they say the masculine energy is the cup. I have my Winnie the Pooh cup today. So they say the masculine energy is the cup and the feminine energy is the water. She's flow, she's graceful, but she needs to have, it's like a riverbed. She needs something to hold her. And they say the masculine holds her, holds the flow. So beautiful. So if you've been in your life and you haven't had that masculine energy to hold you, and you feel like you've been all over the place in your life, and you're like, I just want a strong masculine person, and it could be male or female, to hold you. You feel like you're like this water that's just been all over the place and you don't know which way's up and you're just everywhere. And you finally have somebody that can contain you, and they're telling you that you're safe and they're holding you. And just saw it's coming at the end of the month. So open up your heart, open up your arms, and know that you're worthy of receiving it. Because if you are still holding on to your past, like I am, and I'm still judging myself, and I'm still, and we are all, if you guys agree with me, if we're all still not feeling worthy, we have to let that go. And trust me, I'm going through it and it's so hard. It is so hard to shoo away that voice that's telling me that I don't deserve it. And I've been subconsciously pushing it away. So I have to really be in my body and say, no, don't be scared of this, Michelle. You can do this. You're allowed to receive it. And I feel it coming for me. I can just feel a partner coming for me. And it scares the bejesus out of me because I'm going to be seen in everything and I'm going to have to show all of myself. And I'm terrified to be abandoned. What if they leave, you know? But I'd be okay because I've already doing it, but I don't want to be like that anymore. So I'm offering this up to you. Open up your heart, face your fear, welcome it in, and say, I'm worthy of this. I'm going to let go. It is safe to be seen. It is safe to be seen. All right, lovies, sending you so much love. Final card, leave you with that one. Heck yes, you're allowed to be free. All right, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Maybe I'll do a Valentine's Day love reading. Totally going to do that. You'll see me back for that one. All right, peace out.